Hi, hello, welcome to today's mini training. For those who don't know me, my name is Daniela. I am a neurolanguage coach. I have university degree in English language and literature and a Cambridge proficiency certificate. And I'm really, really passionate about languages and about working with people, helping them reach the next level in their language learning journey. As a neurolanguage coach, I work with busy professionals who don't have much time for a traditional language learning approach and they need a more tailored approach to meet the requirements of their workplace. They need faster results, and the way to achieve those faster results is most definitely with a personalized approach, because then you are in the center of the learning process and everything is tailored around your needs. I really believe in finding our own way in doing anything in life. The same thing is true when it comes to language learning. Very often we believe that we should be doing things a certain way because everyone else is doing it. Then we become frustrated when it turns out it's not working for us, and we start doubting ourselves or our abilities. Finally, those start preventing us from doing our job properly in English. All my clients are amazing professionals. They're great at what they do and they're very successful, but they don't want to admit this weakness, and they see English as a weakness, as a big problem. The truth is, just those wrong beliefs that are holding us all back from achieving something. In this case, those mental blocks. This is the problem number one all my clients state at the beginning of our journey. They say mental blocks. You know, those things, this feeling when your mind just goes blank, you can't remember the right word. You're familiar with the problem. So those mental blocks are just barriers that we come to. And like any machine, our brain can shut down. Sometimes it can, get stuck or run a little slow. You maybe just need some rest. And, like the basic IT advice for any tech troubleshooting issue is, have you tried turning it off and on again? So have you, you see, sometimes in order to overcome those mental blocks, first we need to reset, to reframe. There are so many reasons for our mental blocks. It can be just that we are overwhelmed or we're stressed out. Maybe there is a deadline looming above our head. Maybe there are some inner insecurities. There is a lot of things going on in the background. And this inability to think clearly and to process information can be caused by many things. More often than not, it has nothing to do with your language skills. And apart from all that, there is such thing called foreign language anxiety. That feeling that when your mind just goes blank, when you can't find the right word, that what I mentioned earlier, when you can't process information properly, when you become self-conscious. And when this happens, we often think it's because our level is not good enough. We think that we lack vocabulary and grammar. Sometimes we even go further and we start doubting our own abilities, and then we believe that we will never be able to learn English well. And you just imagine that hamster wheel where and that negative film playing in the background over and over again. And then talking about a hamster wheel, what we do is we start practicing more because we believe we need more grammar and more vocabulary. We start practicing more, just doing some random exercises, keeping the illusion of doing something in English and improving our English. Whereas we may be working on unnecessary, even wrong things. But okay, that's another topic. So the thing is that and the fact is that people at the intermediate and advanced levels, well, their vocabulary and grammar are sufficient for them to say whatever they want to say, but there is this feel of the lack of structure, maybe, that is a bigger issue, and this fear of embarrassment and of being judged, of being ridiculed, of that people may think less of us, and so many things. So this fear is problem number one that my clients are facing. The first thing we need to do is address that problem and reframe our beliefs, reset, identify the reason behind, then prioritize what we need to focus on, and learn some effective coaching techniques that can help you overcome those blocks when they're triggered. This has nothing to do, it's not about therapy or psychology. It has nothing to do with that. We don't even enter that area because it's a serious matter, and that should be addressed by a professional in that field. This is different. This is just our knowledge to coach you around some triggers that we know are related with language learning and language acquisition processes. So that's what it's all about. To sum up, we should be aware of the reasons behind your blocks and deal with those first before we start addressing the language issues or problems that you may have. And this is what I've discovered after working with literally hundreds and hundreds of clients in the last 28 years. Whereas I do work with them in our one-on-one sessions, I also realized that before starting this language journey, we must address those issues first. That's why in my Get Unstuck and Overcome Language Barriers program, I work on that. It's a 6-week program where we identify the blocks, the triggers, we address them, you learn how to deal with them, be aware of them, deal with them. Then we focus on some language problems, prioritize, and give you the tools to work on them on your own or with me after the program if you wish. It's the whole point is know the problem before you try addressing it or try solving it. If you'd like to find out what your blocks are and what reasons for your blocks are, how to address them. So just to what your next steps should be, feel free to book. I invite you to book a free quick session, quick call with me, during which we may address a couple of those. I'll be talking more about blocks before the last round for this year of this program begins, which will be in November. So I'll be talking about blocks a bit more. So the problem number one that we addressed today was fear. So that is the usually the biggest problem behind our language blocks. Fear of, and then, fill in the blanks. So feel free to book a free session and find out what your language blocks may be, or the reason for them. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.